Hey guys, what's up? It's coming back to ya with another episode of Car Rides Witchla, and sad to say, but things I don't know. I feel tired. I still feel like things are going by too quickly. It's strange, really. It's strange. And really, whose fault is it? Is it necessarily anybody else's fault? Or is it my own? I mean, I don't really understand. Like, I remember even back in high school when I was a teenager, I was having thoughts like that. Wishing that things could just pause or things could just be taking a break. I just think that I'm a easily overwhelmed person, and the things that would actually make me feel better, offer some clarity, are all things that society doesn't really incorporate, you know? So that's just like kind of its own thing, because nothing's tracked. Nobody is keeping track of things. You're gonna notice now. I mean, by the time you watch this, it would have been noticed for a while, but I just switched everything I had scheduled to once a day. And there's definitely like an error in the scheduling. Two videos, not one, but two, and one of them was particularly early on, had the problem of um, not being, not having the audio attached. And so I had to rearrange things, and then I think I lost the actual order. So I believe around a couple episodes before or after 270 are wrong. And I really should start numbering. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start leaving the numbering in the description. I don't really know why I haven't done that before, but I definitely should be doing that now just to keep track of which episode's the correct episode, because now I know for certain a few of them are off. So, it's kind of a shame, but it's just a shame. But yeah, I'm actually like severely tired, and I really did not feel like getting to work. Like, I don't know. Fortunately, I didn't really have that much beef in my bowl, which was actually nice. But then at the same time, um, I almost, like, now I feel like I don't really have enough food or something. You know what I mean? Um, but at the same time, my appetite is relatively low. So that kind of doesn't really make a lot of sense. You know what I mean? So there's like multiple things going on that are, but yeah, I don't know, like I don't, and I've always been this way where with school, like I constantly, stuff is just like a lot for me. for some reason just doing, but I mean, I think we've talked about before, like, I don't think it's unusual. I actually think I probably have more bandwidth than most people. Like, as is, I don't think most people could do and could have done the amount of like hours I'm doing. Not to mention like all the other stuff I do. It's just like a lot of stuff that isn't literal downtime. Like a lot of people, they just go like straight for downtime at every turn. Right? So that's like a way different mindset or philosophy or whatever you want to call it than mine. And so, but for me, it's a little bit more difficult to regulate because, yeah, it's like I don't really do too much for fun. There's a lot of things I do. But yeah, I mean, I'm in desperate need of a break. I'll kind of get it around Christmas a little bit. So that's nice. But honestly, Christmas is like relatively far. It's not a full 3 weeks away, but it's like basically 3 weeks away. So that's not really great. And the week, oh, actually, no, that is going to be kind of a nice broken up thing, but that week of Christmas, it's just going to be all mega late shifts, and probably we'd have to like overcompensate the week before. So that's not really too good. And yeah, of course, we're probably going to get to work relatively late today. And we're staying late, and it's just more of the usual nonsense. Yeah, I don't know. I just really want to go back to how things were. Like, there was a time where I felt much calmer about things, and I don't really know what happened to cause all that's happened. I honestly think it's just what I go through, like emotional cycles or something. Like, I really think that's just what it is. You know, I just go through different moods cyclically. And it's difficult. But like here I am, like I'm still going to work, so that's, I mean, it's like the main important thing. But yeah, I guess the week of Christmas will be kind of a break, but I feel like the week before Christmas, I'm really going to have to try to stay extra, but I don't know how that's actually going to materialize, but I probably should. I just, again, like I said, I don't know how that's going to work, but it should be nice either way. Should be relatively nice. So, but yeah, I'm sorry I don't have anything to talk about. I guess like I was hoping that I think, next weekend hopefully I can be rested and rejuvenated. I don't know. But it's weird. I mean, it's weird like how what I'm going through and everything. It's just like a lot. But I've been here before. I remember a lot when I was, I guess, 16. I felt like this a lot. Except what I did when I was 16 was I woke up very early. And so I don't think I was really sleeping enough. And that kind of countered what was going on. And of course, I only had school. So I'm trying to think, like, when I was 16, when I was thinking that way, I don't know that I was on the track team. I might have quit by then. Yeah, I feel like I either hadn't had done it. I think, yeah, I don't think I was. Man, it's puzzling in my mind. It's puzzling in my mind. But yeah, like I was able to, like, obviously school is not even that much time. Isn't it only like 36 hours or something? I feel like it's 35 or 36 because I'm trying to think of when how long my school day was, and it was definitely shorter than this, and the commute was much shorter than this because it was probably, like, I probably walked to school in, I think, less time than it takes me to drive to work. So, like, as a routine, that was just like a very good routine. You know what I mean? Just like a super good routine as a routine. Um, so back then, I guess, I mean, I was younger, but I had more of a ability to handle it well. Nowadays, I don't. Because I'm an adult and I have pressure about making money now, being stressed about making money, so it's hard for me to not try to juice as much overtime as possible out of the job, because really where I'm at right now, it feels like a pretty bare minimum, and I'm just hoping that they won't stop me because I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. But what am I saying? But yeah, it's, I mean, school was just much less hours, and then also I had a lot of alone time. So it was almost easier and better to process these things because, again, like, as I came to find out, really YouTube was a better parent, a better source than actual people in my life. And I don't know that that's the case for everybody, because I've come to realize that most people, like, when they go on YouTube, they just look up videos for fun. They're just watching, you know, gaming, fun videos. But when I would be on YouTube, especially back then, I mean, I'd really be looking up like serious stuff to learn and to try to better myself and things like that, you know, and I just think that that had its impact. But what it meant and what it did is that again, YouTube was a better parent than my parents. It was a better friend than any of my friends because the advice on there could be perfect. But at the same time, it wasn't really, because it was not the same as having a real friend. So that's like the problem. The problem is I didn't have a real friend. And it's different. I mean, even if the advice itself is superior, nothing can really replace a real person. It just can't. It just can't. Sorry, I kind of forget what I was going on about. But yeah, so I know in the past, like, I would go through these same cycles, but I don't know that I really felt this way since I was like 16. Honestly, don't. Sorry, I'm just thinking. But I knew that I said I was going to let the moments of silence come. In regards to me just doing one upload a day now, I want to be clear. It's not an issue of recording. It's an issue of uploading and titling. That's really the problem. It's got nothing to do with the recording. Like, I would be happy to record even more, but it's just managing all the videos is getting to be crazy. Like, I didn't even do any of them for the entirety of December, and I probably won't even this week. So it's like I don't know when I'm really gonna get to that, but it's fine. I'm gonna have plenty of content to upload. It's just like a shame I couldn't keep up, because in terms of the content creation, I could. Like, it's not really a big deal for me to record that much. It's just I hate all the like uploading and the paperwork around it, So I guess we're just lucky. I'm just gonna keep repeating it. I counting my lucky stars. We even got posted what we got posted. It's been the longest stretch, I think, of anything that I've ever been committed to. And even though it's tapering off, I'm technically still doing it. I'm still doing the heck. So It's still ongoing. But 6 months straight of something, I can't, it's difficult to remember, but I don't even think the music was like that. So, you know. It's interesting, isn't it? But yeah, let's see how my sleep was, because I never even checked that. Oh my gosh. Just trying to see what my sleep was like. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, it actually does. It looks pretty good. But yeah, I know I said like weeks ago I hoped it was bottoming out. It's definitely didn't bottom out. I mean, honestly, once I'm at work, it's fine. It's just like, I just need like a break, you know? But once I'm at work, like, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I get there, it's mainly the drive that is the problem. I know I honestly, like, my commute is probably nicer than like a lot of people's. Not too many traffic lights, not too many stop signs. Like, it's a nice commute, but the problem is I just don't like it. No, it's not that I don't like it, it's that I just don't like doing it, I guess, you know? So, if I could walk to my job, I think I would be much, much happier. But, what can you do? I'm always thinking about what could be. Always spending time thinking about what could be. Whereas, like I said, I think most people just think about what is, and it leads them to a little bit more joy. But yeah, I know, I'm trying to think, like, there's just this week, and then there's just next week, and then the week after. But we still got a lot to get through before the break. Honestly, seems kind of a bit busy on the roads today. You know, I guess I'm like, I don't know, 5 minutes later than usual, but I don't really. Like, usually I feel like there's not this many cars, but could just be kind of like a pocket thing, you know? I don't really know what I'm talking. Oh yeah, like a pocket of stuff. But yeah, it's like we don't. we don't have enough to keep going anymore. You know, we just don't. Yeah. Well. You know, in retrospect, it was an interesting year. You know, there were a lot of, because we do have to start kind of processing the year now. It's December, so this year it's been interesting. There's been highs, there's been lows. But it's interesting. It has definitely been a tumultuous year, and the second half has been car rides which schlarified, you know, so they've been documented, but the events and the feelings from the first half of the year are a fairly distant memory at this point, you know? And I have to try to just think about them in my head, but they're not gonna get recorded. So the lost pages, you know, the lost pages. Hopefully tomorrow I will get to work earlier, but I don't really see why I shouldn't. Oh, I could try my other parking spot idea. I think I will. I think it's time for the other spot idea. Should I do it? I think I should try it, but I don't know if it's gonna work because I don't know if the phone is gonna reach for the clock in, so I mean, I feel like it should, but I know. And what a great morning to try it. The morning that I'm already like pretty late, because I said I was gonna try it on but I want to try this other space idea I do. So I think we're just gonna do it and see what happens, see how it goes. Because, you know, it just is what it is. Like, I'm going to try it out. If it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. But, you know, how can I complain if I don't try, you know? How can I complain if I don't try? I always get upset, but you know, I'm starting to change, I guess, you know, starting to get a little bit more rugged, little by little, more rugged. Realizing that people don't really care about the bad stuff that happens to you. Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just that people got stuff in their own lives, and I guess it's difficult for them to care about other people. You know, because they're already drained with all their own things that they have to deal with, so guess it makes sense. But yeah, we'll try that new space out. We'll see how it works. Like I said, the main issue is I think if the signal will grab. I do believe it's slightly less miles on the car as well. It's probably like feet less of distance total, if I had to guess. I mean, it's a little bit of a tricky call to make, but I do think that is the case. So but yeah, I guess we're trying something new. Guess we're trying something new today. Okay. Dude, like, don't understand these people. Like, they're just weird. Weird the way they drive. But yeah, I feel like we're making okay time. I don't think the time is that crazy, actually, so guess that's nice. There's some silver lining. Yeah, I feel like we're making okay time. But yeah, it'll just be a little bit weird doing this spot because we've never done it before, and just seeing how that goes, it's just kind of like, I don't really know how it's going to go, but we'll see. I don't know, it's always doing things for the first time that really gets me, it's like it's the first time that I don't like it. But let's see, it should work out. So I should just be like here, and it should just be like here, and really it's just a matter of if the thing will connect or not. Which it's not. Of course. Seriously? Let's try maybe just one spot up. Maybe just one spot up. Yeah, it's just, it's the connection. It's pretty tight. It's still not connecting. Maybe one spot up. I think moving a spot up, it's actually getting worse. Okay, nope. We're connected. So that's the only caveat, I think, is we have to move a lot of spots up, and I probably lost like a minute or two of time, but I don't know, this is probably still better. But the connection's tight. I really wished I would have just been able to get this in, but like not. Wow. Connection's tight. Yeah, I mean, I probably lost about 2 minutes, but we're in, so it's all fine now. We made it. But yeah, sadly, I don't really have a good answer about things. Um, and I feel like it's just not good because either way, I know the connection is not going to be reliable. So it just, it just isn't good. Because the place I was at before, it was very reliable connection. But yeah, I guess this spot could be the new spot. One up might be a little bit better. I don't really know. But no, it does seem to be working from here. So I honestly think it was just because, like, a spot. Well, never mind. Then I switched it on and it kind of. Yeah, it's not. I have a feeling we're going to have to just park, like, not really how I would want to. Like, we're probably going to have to do something kind of crazy where we swing around in the morning. I actually think that that's possible. Yep. So, I don't think this is the end of this. It's not the end of the testing. You know what I mean? Like I think that tomorrow or Wednesday, whatever day I decide to stay late, we're going to do some kind of like swing around idea. Because if I do the swing in, the connection will be stronger and then I'll be ready to leave, which actually yeah. That's what we gotta try, and it should be possible. We'll just have to see. But I think this swing around idea will work. I do. So we'll definitely have to try that tomorrow. All right, for some reason the battery went from like 59 to 26. That's not great. And as for me, I think that it's going to be time to buy Schla. So, see you, Schla.